Hi everyone, so first video review for this week is for Collide by Shea. If you want to check out my review, I have just posted that. So if you're on YouTube, there's a link in the description below, and if you're on Facebook or on my blog, then there is a link within the post. And this is the video review. So Collide by Shea, very sweet. Renovation specialist Mia meets Lauren on New Year's Eve at a bar, and they are instantly drawn to this atmosphere between them, which is completely intense. So Lauren turns out to be Mia's newest client, and obviously that initial meeting has left this intense air between them, which kind of threatens to get in the way of them getting all they want from this. So they both soon can't help wondering if their intense dislike of one another is actually something else. So I really enjoyed this story. It is part of a series of novellas. There are 3, and it worked really well as a standalone story because I haven't read the other books in the series. Enough was provided about Mia and her business partners Darby and James for you to get a feel of their friendship, and then an atmosphere building between Mia and Lauren was angsty, and it was filled with uncertainty, and it fueled the story. So in many ways, Mia and Lauren, they were really quite alike. They were stubborn but vulnerable, and they both sort of were set in their ways, and even though they were getting on each other's nerves, they had this really good chemistry. Yet they couldn't have been more different, and they definitely weren't an expected pairing, which really had me quite intrigued, because I didn't, when they met, it was like they met in quite a neutral setting, and then to find out what they did for careers and what they were like as people, they were very different. So it really did have me intrigued. But it was that collision, like the title suggests, of will and want that kept them charged. It really sort of, they had their will to do things their way, and then they had their want of, like, they knew they liked each other, but they just were going to be stubborn about it. And I wasn't sure whether they were actually just going to acknowledge what they both sort of knew in their heart was really going on, because at times it just felt like they were just going to keep pulling apart from each other. But the build-up was great. It kept me hooked and invested in them both, and whether there was ever going to be this breakthrough moment for them, I was waiting. I was like, come on, you guys have got to have it. You both know. I know you know. So that was great, and really sort of kept me sort of on the edge of my seat with it a bit. But Mia and Lauren, they were interesting, and as they got to know one another better, we got sort of more intimate glimpses into their personal thoughts, feelings and decisions, which then formed this great understanding of all that was going on between them. You could totally understand why they were doing what they were doing and the decisions they were making. So it had lots of fun moments, and then it had those more deep and intense moments that were filled with the tension that made this relationship, the way it was. It was just so much more than the average slow burn, and it's difficult to put a slow burn into a novella because you've got less words and you've got less time, but Stephanie's done it really, really well. So it was really exciting, a really angsty novella, and it's left me excited to check out the other books in the series that are about these wonderful characters. So that's great. It's really got me intrigued, and I hope it will you too. So I will pop a link in the description so you can go and grab a copy of Collide by Shea, which I really, really hope you will. If you've read Collide, I would love to hear your thoughts, so please comment below. Please let me know what you thought of the story. If you haven't read Collide yet, but it's on your to be read list, or you're planning to read it, or you're now intrigued and thinking, I really, really want to read that, or if you've read the other novellas in the series, it'd be great to hear from you. So please comment below. Please let us know. And if you do read it, I really hope you enjoy it. Bye.